bust it.
See? Or what? Did you not think his pen game has gone rusty?
Eric the Kid.
True say it's been gone for a little while, but it's come back on some brazy shit. So needed. But Perm, I want you to show the game what they've been missing. It's your time now. Let's go back in.
Mirror the image. True said they know man's wicked, but I know if I assisted, bro. What if I did or I didn't? Straight, right, left, then another right, left, we ridden. Me, I like posing, gripping, slightly love a rod, jump out and fish him. Meet a slightly in the field, come like Liverpool attack, no fibbing. Me, I sell straight, soft, but if I need a whip, jiv, kitchen. Just done a 3.5, first time in jail, first time was bitten. Now I'm doing road and dripping, just the other day I was with brick in the system. G and leave it, but the head might make us stay. I ain't into taking L's, drill that well, them paper planes. Put my garm on flames, could've got clocked by a civvy or stray.
Hey, here's the terms and conditions.
I reckon
I'm the new 6ix9ine, I'm beefing all the rappers.
Nah, that's jokes.
That's funny.
What do you
Who's he
reckon?
gonna collab with?
That's what I'm thinking. Like, who would he collab with? Do you reckon? I think you need to. I'm thinking gigs, but nah. I think maybe Skeppy because he's wavy enough.
Well, Skepta's has done it.
Yeah.
Already. I don't know. I suppose I would like to see.
Do you reckon he could do a drill collab?
Oh,
Nah. I'd like to see it. I don't know if it'd work, but I'd like to see.
Well, him and M Huncho.
Yeah, that'd be crazy.
Young ads, M Huncho.
Because Ads' melodies are unreal and his hooks are unreal.
Yeah, I could probably see that, to be fair.
I want to see.
Has he
Ads.
made a tune with Gunna?
Who? Ads?
21?
21 and Gunna?
I don't think so.
Let's find out.
I'd like that.
I don't know. I don't think so.
Should probably start off there before he goes to ads.
Just put down the music scene.
Yeah, no, but like, which collabs do you think from like America and UK between them do you like the most?
Do I like the most? Which one was the one again? M Huncho.
Yeah, Broken Homes.
Broken Homes.
I've been hearing so much hate from people, saying that Broken Homes is not good.
Oh my days.
And then like,
no.
I go on YouTube and has like 0 dislikes. I'm like, so if you really think it's
These
not
are the same people
when you
banging
watch
the song in the morning.
yeah, exactly. Do you know what I mean? Why did you just
They wake
dislike
up
it
and they
when
bang
you
this
didn't
song
actually?
straight away.
That's just ridiculous. Well, I think it's a
People just
banger.
hate for the sake of it.
Broken
now.
Homes is a banger.
It
I
is a
don't really
banger.
like the Rich the Kid and Young Adams one. I don't know.
Yeah.
I thought it was alright. The Chief Keef and like Skengdo one. That was disappointing.
I think the thing is, I think it would have been wavy if they were on the UK drill beat. I'm not gonna lie. I think what ruined it is they just couldn't flow on the US beat.
The original
AIM's
US
not
drill.
made for the US beats. Do you know what I'm saying?
Was the original UK drill?
No, US.
Yeah, that's what I'm
it was US,
thinking.
It was US drill.
Because it's not really like in the US, they're not on the drill wave anymore.
Yeah,
So
well, like,
we're on the drill wave, so they should have.
It's just a
It should have been
different
catered. If they're gonna cater to the US, it should have been a wavy song, in my opinion. It shouldn't have been like a, I don't know.
like US drill is obviously like, that's where it originated from. But
yeah, obviously. Yeah.
like,
but we got
it's just a different type of
We got exactly. We got
beat
different like
structure.
the
Completely
UK
different.
drill sound is so influenced by other stuff like UK rap, grime that you can hear it.
Yeah, yeah.
It's so different. So if Chief Keef was on that sort of beat, I don't know, it could have been so wavy. But I don't know. The song, I didn't hate the song.
Jay-Z and Russ collab soon.
What?
Jay-Z and Russ.
I love Ross.
You love Ross?
I do like him, yeah. Do you like him?
I'm impartial, but I know someone that hates him.
Really?
Yeah.
I think he's alright. It's alright. I love all his stuff. He's just quite wavy.
He
He's
loves
just
Ross.
chill. I think Love's a bit of
Imagine
a
Fraser's in the room right now.
Oh,
Then that should be
Fraser would
sparks.
have walked out the room.
Really?
Yeah, he hates
He
Russ.
hates Russ because his views on drugs.
Oh.
Russ's views on drugs. He thinks.
Oh, what's his view? Oh,
Oh,
I don't know anything about that.
Hell no.
That's another thing we need to discuss. It's a really good topic, actually. Does their political views and all the other stuff they do in their life ruin the music? Does that make you stop listening to it?
I think if you put it in the music, there's something more genuine about it. But when you take that stuff outside the music and you put it on social media and stuff like that, it just makes you look like,
I just love
you know what I mean? Like who are you? You're artists at the end of the day. Be quiet. But then when you put that in your music, it's like, okay, you're saying your piece now.
Yeah.
This is what we
It
want to
allows
hear
them to
from
relate
you.
to you.
Exactly. Like I don't care if Russ says in the song, but when I see these corny shirts he be wearing online, I'm not gonna lie. Like the message, I don't even have a problem with it. It's just corny in my head, like, you know what I mean? Instantly, I don't know what it is, but it just makes me want to be annoyed at this guy already.
What does he do? What is Russell like? What does he
He
do?
was just like, if
I
you
think he's-
sit clean or stuff like that,
Yeah.
you're a loser or something like that. You
You
don't.
do what?
You're a
Lean.
Oh, what if you drink
Yeah,
lean?
and this and what's his name? Fredo, R.I.P. Fredo. He responded saying that you don't know something like you don't know what people are going through. And
Yeah,
stuff. It's you know what I mean. Like it's not to simplify. Say that you're just like some people
Ignorance,
don't want to
yeah.
do it.
It's just
Some people are
ignorance.
addicted.
That's
That's reality.
Just
Yeah.
trying to stay away from that.
Yeah.
crap. It's
Exactly.
like, the music's good.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's what
it's
it's like.
alright.
Yeah.
Like, it's just
Like Kanye, I
ignorance.
still love some of his stuff. He said some appalling stuff. He
Nah,
should
we'll
be
talk
locked
about
up for
this.
some stuff he said.
But then again, it does come to that thing where if you're an artist, and it's okay when you're on the come up because it's like that same thing. Like, who told you I'm your dad? Like, come on, man, you're not meant to follow me. I'm not your dad. Whatever. But when you do get to that influence, when you do
That's
get to that
exactly
level
what it
and
is, you're an
people
influencer.
actually, when you're actually influencing people's lives, do you have that responsibility of an artist, or
It's true.
is it artist integrity at the end of the day? Like, you can't put that responsibility on them. It comes down to the parents and the people around them.
Yeah, because
You actually have a certain level of responsibility when you get that big. Like,
I think nowadays
Yeah.
because
People
it's
look up to you.
changed, because
Exactly.
kids are getting raised by social media.
I
So I
tell you
think
what, though,
it's a bit different now.
yeah.
my mum and dad, they've said certain stuff, and you just listen to what your mum and your dad and what your parents say, and what your friends and your family say. If you start listening to like an artist you've never met, and you see them doing some crazy stuff, just talk to your parents about it and have a word with them. Saying, is this what you're supposed to do? Now?
Yeah, but you're at that age, like, say
Yeah.
you're
Some
a
people-
teenage,
Yeah.
where you think your parents' stuff is actually a load of crap,
Yeah, rubbish. Yeah, true.
and you just get an appeal to what the rapper is saying. You're like, well,
Then again,
Who should I follow?
one thing I do believe, is I do believe certain stuff is easier to replicate. Like when these kids that are completely disconnected from, let's say, trap
Yeah,
culture,
true.
something like that, and they see this guy with purple dreads or something like that, that's easy for them to replicate. There's no harm to that.
especially.
But when you hear something like someone saying, "Oh, in a drill song that I'm gonna kill," or something like that, in my opinion, I think that only is a catalyst. But I don't think that's instantly that lyric is gonna make you go out and do a madness.
yeah.
I think it's only it's gonna hype you up. You know what I mean?
It's because literature as well, with books and that. When I read a certain book like Lord of the Rings and stuff, I know it ain't real. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, exactly. Just read a
What book even?
Oh, so good. Anyway, but with the Lord of the Rings, I know these hobbits, they ain't real. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm
100%, bro.
There's a point with
100%, bro.
I know.
I know it's ain't real.
But there's a point with it. It's the
You've-
same
you've
with
melted my reality right now. What do you mean hobbits aren't real? You're telling me Gandalf? Nah, man. Get out of it.
Oh, I've lost these boys.
In their imagination, they're like, I can't wait to be.
No, but it's like something with the Star Wars thing. Like now, Star Wars has become also a great thing, but it's become a religion. Do you know what I mean? Fair enough. That brings you peace. Whatever, do your business. But like, I know there's a border and there's a line. Like, I know that there's
Real or what's not.
yeah, what real, what's not. And the same thing with the artists, because some of these artists they're talking and saying, "I'm going to kill so and so and give us." It's just beef. They just talk. It's all that talking.
Because they know it's marketing at the end of the day,
Exactly.
like he says. But
But
people,
again,
there are
these
people
kids don't know.
Yeah,
they
they
should
don't
know
know.
that ain't no. Hobbits ain't real.
Yeah, well,
It's
some
difficult,
of these guys that are blown up are also basically our age. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're portraying a lifestyle, and everyone wants to live that lifestyle.
Yeah.
Like, and that's like, oh, that's what I need to do.
It's not like they've
Yeah,
lived many
exactly. You
years
have
and
to be
like
that way.
speaking wise words to like they're literally some of them are 19.
Do you rate Bugsy Malone?
Yeah.
Oh, I love this stuff. The stuff was it Live by the
Bugsy
Gun,
or
Die by the
Chips?
Gun?
I know it's an
That
old
piece. That was.
old debate.
He's
Bugsy or Chip for you?
motivational.
Huh?
They're friends now, aren't they?
Oh,
though?
Young.
shit.
After that entire, I don't know. I'm not gonna lie,
Who
yeah.
said Youngin?
I want to say Young and spun Chip in the beef, but I know I'll get probably slandered.
Yeah.
But I think
We'll just leave that in
maybe
the
not
air.
spun. But
Can't,
I
yeah.
think Young went toe to toe, and it's just unpopular to like Young. I don't like any of his new stuff. But
But I just like Chip. I love Bugsy Malone.
You
He's
don't
got
like-
some quality.
not
you don't want
even-
to comment on that?
I'm not even gonna even say that. I'm just not
I don't know.
gonna say anything.
Bugsy Malone, I feel like he can get you through stuff because he's proper motivational.
And his
Yeah, I
background
guess,
as well.
Yeah, when it comes down, like
Oh,
when
man.
you put the beef aside, and that whole competitive thing when it comes down to just the music they're putting out now.
Deep guy, innit?
Chip is
You must think an awful lot.
something that you just want to turn up
I'd
to.
like to
before
just chill
Bugsy's
with him for a day, I think.
If
It'll be
I'm
really-
starting my day out, bang
really
his
interesting.
tunes on.
Yeah, Bugs Malone, this is Express Radio calling you out. If you want to have a meet up for a pint, all up for it. You know, contact K-Way, his number is... No, it's important because some of his messages are like live by the gun, die by the gun. He's talking about the streets and stuff. Where's he from? He's from like
Manchester,
isn't he? You hear his stuff and I think, oh, he must have seen some things. Like, I've some of the stuff he's mentioned about, you know, seeing, I know, people get shot or people get knifed or anything like that. If I personally saw that firsthand, that would mess me up. Do you know what I mean?
Who nearly saw that? Dan nearly saw someone.
Oh my days.
In,
So the other day,
just down the road. Yeah,
Scary.
that would mess
Last
me
year-
up though, not gonna lie.
What's it? Sanganiff Road.
Yeah.
You know, no, Dan, I was
Yeah.
talking about earlier. He went out to get some food, and he went. You know the bridge by Sanganiff Road.
Yeah.
He was walking on the bridge. It was him, two other guys. The guy kept looking back at him, and he got like he said he got a weird vibe. The guy then runs up to the guy in front of him, shanks him, and then runs off. And Dan
Nothing, and he didn't want anything, no money, no nothing.
just shanked him,
Wow.
and he ran off. Dan apparently just then pegged it.
I would have pegged
I
it.
would
mate.
have, mate, I would have run fast as
Oh,
well.
there's madness that's happening now.
That's in
We
Cardiff.
were having this conversation the other day about knife crime. weren't we?
Yeah, we were actually.
And we were just sharing experiences, and like it's just so common. Like everyone has a story nowadays. It's a madness.
Yeah, it's mad. Like, nah.
It's like, yeah.
No, it's at least it's better than guns, though, not gonna lie. We're
True,
not paying
yeah.
for
We
it.
have guns here as well, man.
Yeah,
There's a lot of
America's
stories
Tilted
happen.
Towers, bro.
Tilted Towers.
Tilted Towers.
Tilted Towers, you know Fortnite?
Oh, mate,
Tilted Towers.
I don't even touch Fortnite.
Really?
You guys
Really?
play Touch Fly?
What
Yeah,
I did?
Fortnite.
I don't. My housemate mashes it.
Because
I just don't understand it. I'm not gonna lie. I never really got into it. I just don't.
I never played shooters as a kid, so I just didn't never played them.
I feel guilty though
Nah.
every time I play it.
I was
When I play it, I feel
playing
like, oh, I could be doing something here. Like, in my head, I'm like, I could be making money here.
Yeah,
That's
that's
definitely
definitely the way to be.
There are kids that are making millions off this
But
game.
on
11-year-old
Fortnite, like,
just recording
there was literally a
themselves.
Fortnite tournament over the last weekend,
Yeah.
and like the winners got 80k.
But that's
Like-
not what I want to be known for. Like, let's
Of
say,
course, yeah.
because
But
we
if you're
talk-
just really good at
it's
a
80K.
video game,
Yeah, it's 80K. You
well,
see
this-
PewDiePie.
I think the
and
guy
all
was
this
like a
stuff.
17-year-old kid. Do you know what I mean?
More than
Oh,
80K,
man.
I'm sure. These people make.
Nah,
It's
there's
just-
a kid that's made $1 million off recording himself for just
Oh yeah,
streaming
that's
himself.
that's just from Twitch
Yeah.
streams and stuff.
But what about his eulogy, man? This is what I think sometimes when I want to make, which pursues me and pushes me forward, is like, who are they going to say at my eulogy? What are they going to say at my eulogy?
I made a lot of money.
No.
But then again, yeah, half these guys.
No.
No, but look
Oh.
hey, Liam, look at
Yeah,
look at
yeah,
KSI, yeah. He doesn't
Oh.
even do really gaming stuff anymore. He's
True.
trans like he's done films now. He's acted. He's done all these shows.
Boxing.
You could
Just like,
this guy.
AJ
is
would be
bo-
proud, wouldn't he?
Did you see that whole thing with him and Dax?
Who's Dax?
he's a
Bruv,
musician,
this
isn't
guy is. This is just YouTube. This is YouTuber stuff, yeah.
We're
But it's
laughing,
funny.
man.
It's
Thank you,
funny.
he?
massive.
This is what I mean. He'll be laughing at us.
I won't care, mate. I'm joking in my heart like you. No, I don't know. With
He's got
KSI,
massive pipe,
like,
innit?
it's Percy. He's looked after his family, to be fair, like with his parents, his mum and stuff. I've never met KSI, but you know, all these guys, I'd love to meet.
Anyone's grind, I think.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't want to like.
But Percy for me, Fortnite, playing video games, you know, and that type of stuff. I don't know. I couldn't do it on my
It's
own.
it's a big industry now.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
taking
massive.
off regardless of
Esports
whether we're on
and
the
stuff,
wave or
innit?
not.
It's massive.
Esports.
It's massive, bro.
Esports.
Esports.
Not
Big.
gonna lie,
Big.
I would be an esports player if I could.
What would it be?
Oh,
What would your game
I'd
be?
be
FIFA?
a esport player.
Yeah. My mate
Nah,
Dan-
you after a certain age you can't play games anymore because you have to play because of memory muscle. You have to
Oh, yeah.
play. They're literally they're in
Really?
these internet cafes all day just playing on these computers.
Oh no.
And then after a certain age they're gonna get arthritis, so they have to stop.
I
So you
can't.
can't even. It's not even gonna be enjoyable anymore when you're doing it on that
But
level.
when you have a family now, you got a kid, right? And you
But
got a
if it-
kid making his first steps, and you're killing someone on Fortnite. I mean, it's personally for me. I think, just relax, put it to one side. Go
Yeah, I
down,
think.
be more social. Go down, have a pint with the boys, or go to a rugby
Then
game.
again,
like-
if I'm
guess,
a
like, everyone's
millionaire
got
outfit.
Everyone's
What you
Everyone's
saying?
got
If I become a millionaire outfit, I don't know. That kid can go outside and play with a toy or
Oh
something.
my! Hey, my money
Lost in
stacks.
that.
innit? Oh my.
Nah,
God.
it
It's
also
everyone's
depends what
interest.
their interest is, though. Do you know what I mean?
True.
Everyone
That is
does.
true.
Like Fraser loves pub.
And you don't.
Almost like don't, but I wouldn't. For me, like you say, go
It's the
in,
social
you see,
aspect.
yeah, you see.
I don't drink anymore. It's just a social aspect.
So where you
Going
see
down,
gaming
chat.
as a waste of time, I'd see the pub as also not maybe a waste of time, but I'll be
Yeah.
like, I could be doing something else than just having a pint.
I love food though.
Thank you.
I love
Amazing.
going to a restaurant and
Thank
spending hours there
you.
munching, chatting about what we're talking about now.
Oh.
Food is like my favourite thing ever.
I love it.
It's
I
great,
just don't
innit?
have the money to do it, so I just don't do
talk
it.
about that, mate.
Imagine,
Oh, my
imagine.
bank
This is a
account.
bit of a weird question, yeah. But imagine if you just had to photosynthesize that you just couldn't eat.
I couldn't even. I
No, I
couldn't
mean,
How was that
even-
popped into your head?
Yeah, no, but
I'm
imagine,
telling
but
you,
imagine
bro.
if you just went
That's what
outside. That's how
that's
you
how
eat.
he eats. It sounds outside.
Yeah,
man.
that's how it is, man.
Arms and face.
You guys are still living in 2019, bro. I'm in 2040.
2040, that soon. We're gonna spend
The world's already ended, man. Come on. give
I
me
love
that.
the enjoyment of food. I do enjoy cooking for other people, not for myself. I love cooking for other people.
Yeah, I love it.
That's
as well.
cooking. Loves cooking.
Loves it.
He loves it.
Loves it.
Breaking bread.
Loves
I love
it.
it.
I love when my mum cooks for me.
Oh.
I miss you, mum.
My mum cooks.
Because you guys are like, I love when I cook for other people. I'm like, I like when my mum cooks for me.
Nah, man, I love food so much, man. What's your favorite cuisine though?
Oh, mate, it depends on the occasion. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
It's
it
like,
depends what you're feeling that day when you wake up. You're just like,
Have you ever had
bag
hot
of
pot?
Chinese.
Horgor. It's like a Italian. Italian? That's not Italian. That's not Italian. Chinese.
Where?
Something. Horgor. It's like this thing called hot pot, right? Like, let's say we'll go one time. It's on a city road, and you literally have like it's basically like a soup, right? You have a partition in the middle, and you have all this raw meat, raw veg.
Oh,
you pop it in, yeah.
I've
You
been to a
choose the
place
soup.
similar
Oh,
called
mate.
kimchi's.
Kimchi's, that's South Korean one. That's
Oh,
on Cowbridge.
That's
haven't had this
banging.
Cowbridge, mate.
It's a 10. It is quite expensive, but it's 10.
But it's quite like 15 quid per pop. But you know what happens, right? When you put all the food in, what do? You chat.
Yeah.
You sit there
Food's like
chatting.
eat.
I know.
Yeah, of course you eat, bro.
When they stop, but that's the thing, you check it and stuff. But it's the chatting aspect.
Yeah,
I love
it's
that.
the social aspect.
Yeah, I love that social aspect. Definitely.
At the end of the
What about
day,
yourself?
everyone needs to eat.
That'd be
My
my
favorite cuisine is Chinese as well. Well, obviously I know it's not original Chinese, but it's just I've just think like have you been to Z's?
No.
Oh, you need to go.
Z's, is it? Mind it down.
It's just good. It's just
Yeah.
very good.
Definitely.
I mean-
Family-run places. That's my.
Yeah, it is family run as well.
Do you know that?
Yeah, actually, I was chatting to the old man.
Is it?
Yeah,
Exactly.
yesterday.
That's what it's all about.
I was chatting to the
It's
old man. He was
crazy.
upset.
It's all about.
He was upset because someone tried to swindle him, like try and get a free order or something, and he just wasn't having it. So he just came over to me and Aka, and we were
Actually,
chatting for time. Yeah.
I'll tell you a cooking show I love, yeah. What's his name? You were saying about the Action Bronson show earlier. What's his name? Do you know Eddie Huang?
Nah.
This guy, he's a genius,
I
yeah.
think I have seen
I think it's Eddie Huang, something like that. But he basically uses food and hip hop, yeah. And he goes around, yeah, and goes around. He starts, so he kind of tricks people into thinking it's a cooking show. So you go there to watch these beautiful foods being made and eaten, but he uses that as just a starter topic to talk about culture, politics, and all these other stuff. And then you go in just to watch about food, and you come out learning something about someone else's culture.
That's quality. Do you know what is really good as well? I've always found if I've got a debate, I have an argument with my parents, so I say, come on, let's have a chat of it over food. Because every time I've had an argument outside of eating and stuff, it always gets a bit more toxic, and the friction is insane. So when I love to sit down with people and be like, all right, let's talk business over food. Because you're getting replenished, you're getting nourished, as it were. But you're literally talking business over it. I love it. I love that feel to it.
I don't know, Africans and West Indians are loud regardless, whether it's foods, no foods. They shout at the table.
That's why I love Italians. When they're eating food, they actually talk about food whilst they're eating food. It's the funniest
Italians
thing.
love it. I love Italian cuisine as well, actually.
Yeah.
Like proper Italians.
Proper authentic Italian, yeah, definitely. We speak to the owner and then have a bit of banter. It's lovely.
Just chat a lot of was, as it were.
Yeah. Waz, is that like
Yeah,
chat?
just chat.
Waz.
Just keep breeze.
Breeze.
Basically.
Rubbish.
What else is it?
I don't know though. Like I went to France probably like 2 years ago, and I had French food. I thought in my head it's gonna be banging stuff. I hated every last bit.
Really? Why?
I just don't know. Like it just tastes gross.
Would you try the snail?
That's the thing. Like in Africa, I eat snails.
See, yeah, exactly.
But
You
it's
know about
different.
snail. It's different. It's completely different.
It's like
It's a difference.
different snail, and like I was expecting it to be kind of like that, and I just didn't. Like frog legs kind of put me off about. I thought it would be nice, but it wasn't actually that nice.
Wait, so you actually like eat snow?
Yeah.
Is it nice?
Yeah,
It's different.
banging,
It's
bro.
completely different.
It's
Yeah.
10-10.
Like Nigerian snow is different to completely
It's like
different.
big sea snow.
You are
Yeah, first of all, like the snow
Oh.
itself is like
I'm a
actually.
snail.
Is it chewy?
It's like chewy,
Yeah, it's
like, but
banging.
not to the point
I'll
where you're
try
gonna
it.
be chewing it forever. Like,
It's
you-
banging. It's
and
good
it's
stuff.
covered in
It's a
spices.
good time. Not
and
even
so-
gonna lie.
Exactly. So
Spice.
it's
Look
fine,
at
I'll
his
eat
face.
that.
He
you wouldn't,
hates it.
if I was to bring you the snow now, you wouldn't. I didn't know it was a snow now when my
Yeah,
dad
yeah,
showed
yeah.
it to me.
Mhm.
My mum didn't want to eat it either because she's not Nigerian. But then he didn't tell us it was a snail. We just looked a bit weird. So eventually we started eating it and we're like, oh, it tastes a bit weird, but it tastes nice. And it's like, oh, it's a snail. Because it just looked like meat to me.
Yeah,
Because
exactly.
it doesn't look like the French one actually looks like a snail.
Yeah.
Because that's the worst thing about it. I think you overthink it before you eat it.
Yeah, that's a
Because
big
when I've been
thing,
traveling
yeah.
and stuff, I thought,
You
just
just
try
eat
it,
it, yeah.
just shut up, Liam, just try it. And I eat it, and I'm like, oh, it's a game. I love that.
Chicken livers is one of those.
Oh,
Chicken
thank
liver.
you.
Oh, duck.
Did I bring you on that?
Have you had duck
Yes
blood?
and no.
Exactly.
My boys from home,
Have you had
they
duck
had
blood?
livers as well.
Nah, not even.
Livers is the greatest.
Oh,
Duck
from Nando's.
blood.
I don't know about liver, man.
Really? Well, have you tried
it or
Nando's
not?
one?
Yeah, go try Nando's one.
I think that one's the greatest.
Yeah.
You
I've
just
had
gotta
liver.
try
I've had
it.
liver in traditional dishes. I
Yeah,
used to like,
it
I
did,
like
it did
it.
bang as well for me,
Yeah.
but when I had the
Chicken
Nando's
liver
one, I thought,
I like. I
it's
feel
a
you-
I've
10-10.
had chicken heart. That's
I don't
the-
mind like
yeah,
liver if
that's
it's in a
nice as well.
pie.
It's quite chewy.
Or like
Yeah.
I like steak and kidney pie.
Quite good for you, to be fair.
Yeah.
Well, the original, traditional.
Yeah. I don't
Steak
mind
and
that.
kidney pie.
Steak and kidney pie.
Cornish pasties or so.
I don't mind. Yeah, man, that's calm for
You
me.
mentioned this the other day, actually, didn't you? You asked me that question. Do you like steak?
Yeah, like I would go for that.
Oh, I didn't
over-
know that was your proper.
I'd go for that over a chicken pie. But chicken pie, I go for that most of the time because that's more
Oh,
common.
Nah, I love the pie part. Just steak over chicken.
What's it?
Steak, I don't know. Cause
No way.
Because I don't know. It's not the same.
Chicken pie's nice.
Chicken pie, no, I'm not saying that I don't like chicken pie, but I feel like I just have so much chicken already.
Yeah, that's probably
I have
it.
so much chicken.
What
Oh,
a bit
I
of
can't-
delicacy,
I don't-
do you? What a bit of steak?
I-
Delicacy.
How does everyone have their steak? I'm going for a steak on Thursday, so I don't really get steak often. So
Exactly,
That's coming
that's
my
my
area
thing.
with
I don't
I'm a
eat-
steak man. So
I don't eat
how'd you have
steaks
your
often.
steak?
That's why
I'm not as
Rare.
controversial.
Don't you dare.
Medium.
If you say well
Rare.
done, I'll throw you out this room.
I'm not going well done, but I'm starting at medium.
That's right. Medium
That's,
rare, not
we'll
bad.
give you that. We'll give you that.
Medium
Medium
rare.
rare though.
Nah, man.
What-
medium
what
rare.
Why do you want
steak
to eat a
piece,
live animal?
Oh my god.
But then again, do you eat sushi?
Yeah.
Look at you! Look at you! I'm gonna knock him out.
You can, bro. I
just
can
said
see,
live
I see
animal.
him eating
Oh
a
my
live
God.
animal. I can hear it mooing from here for a start.
I can hear it moving.
I'm
Bro,
like,
the
I
fish
wanna
is
eat
yelping.
good food.
Flavour.
Your fish is yelping.
You know what? Yeah,
When
this is
you're
gonna
munching
this is gonna anger some people. Yeah, but I was watching someone posted. I think I don't know if it was Peace or one of them organized. They posted a video. Yeah, it was meant to be an emotional video
Yeah.
about like if you watch this, you'll never eat meat again. And basically the premise of the video was he sits down to eat a meal and they order the food. Then the guy takes him to a separate room and he has to kill the pig himself. Then he sees the pig and he gets emotional.
Bang.
I think he kills it and then
Oh my
afterwards
word.
they come to eat the meal and he's looking at it and he's all traumatized and stuff. And this is how I know I'm a messed up person, that the video made me hungry.
Oh.
Because I'm not gonna lie, I've killed an animal before to eat it, so I didn't see the issue myself.
Because in your
But-
that's what annoys me, man. It's like in your culture, that's just the way it is,
That's
and people need to
just how it
respect
is,
that
innit?
as well.
Yeah.
Because with the whole vegan thing, that's great. They got a really good message, all this stuff. I've tried some vegan dishes,
They
love
shove
it.
down your throat.
Yeah, some of them do. Some, yeah, exactly.
I
It's always that
understand. I
demographic.
understand the premise. It's like you said, shoving it down your
It's
throat. Like,
cultural,
yeah.
and it's like
Just let people do what they want to do, as long as they're doing it in the way
been
that's
done for the
respectful
last
to the
how many
animal
thousand
Yeah.
the most.
years.
You know what I mean? That's the way I see
Change
it.
that.
I don't believe in stuff like factory farming and all sorts.
yeah.
That sort of stuff. But at the end of the day, if someone and people are gonna do what they want to do, if they want to eat meat, they want to eat meat.
Yeah, definitely.
And then if you stop, like, people do drugs in this world. If you try to take away meat, they'll find a way to traffic meat across the world. Like, people are that committed
Oh
to
man, I'd love to have a steak.
people.
You know?
Like,
One of them things. I'm like, I need a steak, man.
you see
I
the
actually don't think
things
I can go a day
people.
without eating chicken. I
Ah,
genuinely
just
don't think
meat,
I
yeah.
can.
So much chicken.
Because with the vegan diet, one of my uncles do it, and he's absolutely massive.
Yeah.
He's in great shape. He's a vegan, been vegan for some years. But he preps all his meals. He's got a routine.
Yeah, exactly. You need to.
Consistency.
If you're
I'll tell you
switching
that
to
is
vegan,
one good
you
thing,
need
though.
to prep.
That is a good thing. If you want to structure your life, that is a good way.
True.
Or like having a plan.
Yeah, exactly.
graphic
If you're a
design,
disorganized person,
Well,
like changing
I
your
feel like
diet
if
to
you-
that could
if you
easily
just love-
structure you.
I love the spur of the moment cooking. Like, you
Mm.
get inspired by something in your head and you're just like, yeah, I'm gonna chef this up. That's just the greatest feeling ever.
I got a good point. Do you wash your meat?
Yes, you must.
Do I wash my chicken?
Yes.
Sometimes when I can't bother, I just chuck it straight in. Why?
Because it's a massive thing, right? I think in the Western world, like most, generally white people, like myself, we don't wash our meat. We literally don't. So if you get the chicken or steak at the packet, what I do with steak, I've got this nice little process, get it out, marinate it, rub it, a bit of salt, bit of pepper, give it the goods, as it were.
Yeah.
You chuck it in, that's it.
So
would you wash your steak?
I'll tell you why you need to wash your meat, yeah? And this isn't necessarily just because it might be dirty, but it comes down to the same thing. Well, remember we're having this conversation about plastic, yeah? How most seafood has plastic in it, and then most vegetables and most meats have all these pesticides and stuff in it. That because of farming, you know, it may be a good way to make it efficient for these animals and plants to grow, but it's not necessarily good for us to ingest. So I think just double, you know, even if you,
exactly. I do it sometimes. Sometimes I
it's a
can't
cultural
bother. But
thing.
it is cultural because my dad is Egyptian and my mum's English, so my mum obviously doesn't. But when I see my dad cooking, he cleans it. So
Isn't that interesting? That's so interesting.
That's the first thing my mum does. She'll get like a big pot and she'll open all the packets of meat. Then she'll fill up the pot and then she'll just wash it all together.
Wow, that's so interesting.
Especially like sometimes you'll fill the entire sink with meat.
Because if it works, I'll do it. That's just me. If something works and it's better for you, just do it. Innit?
Yeah,
it's fine by me.
I was thinking
like Snickers or no.
just randomly because I was on Spotify. Because me and Celeste are trying to listen to new types of music. What genres of music?
Oh,
do you listen to?
Oh, mate, all sorts. Heavy metal, no. To be fair, was it
Progressive rock,
screamo,
Gabba,
progressive rock. No, now and again, a bit of AC/DC, nothing. That doesn't hurt.
What's AC/DC?
You're a shocking guy, aren't you? This is a shocking.
Can you just
shocking blow?
Instead of abusing me,
to be fair,
what
no,
is
exactly, because I could say
AC/DC?
something and you could have a go. That's fair. No, AC/DC is like this. I can't.
Wait,
I
do
can't.
you know Jimi
I can't do
Hendrix? Do you know Jimi Hendrix? Or?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, that's fair. Jimi
Come on,
Hendrix.
please.
I love that Jimi Hendrix. But yeah, AC/DC, Iron Maiden, all these like rock bands. They're I don't know if I can give them justice when I describe it because they were so creative with their music. I just put AC/DC, listen to it. When you've listened to a film like Iron Man, AC/DC's there.
Really?
Listen to a pump, to like a, not a music video, but like a boxer fighting or
It's all that.
yeah, AC/DC there. It's just, I don't know, there's something about it. It just drives you. You know, it's I don't know, mate.
Yeah, that's just the beauty of music, innit?
I love a range of stuff. Like I love listening to Kendrick Lamar, ranging from Kendrick Lamar to Monsters and Men.
Do you listen to genres or just listen to people?
Like I love a bit of indie. Like I just listen. I don't know what it is.
Do you do it on mood or do you just like shuffle a playlist?
I don't know, man. It's difficult because it's depend. Yeah, mood. I think mood for sure.
I'll tell you what I do.
It's a hard question.
Because like I've grown up with quite a lot of genres in my house, but when it came out to me actually like, going and looking for different genres myself, sometimes like I would listen to music in terms of a genre just to understand kind of the vibe and the wave, and also like when it comes to also a genre, I feel like a lot of genres are misunderstood because what's popular is rubbish. But then when you find you might find the actual classical, old school stuff, or just the best artists in that genre. So sometimes I just go on a tangent and listen to everything in the genre, as much as I can.
Yeah, that's what I do.
Just binge until I find what I actually like.
Exactly. Because I'm listening to something, I think, oh, that's amazing. I do like Spotify because they got these playlists like that Sunday, Sweet Soul Sunday.
Yeah.
I love that.
I wasn't
stuff.
Apple Music.
He was that Apple
Always on
Music
Sunday.
guy, advocate for ages. Now it's
Because my mate really
Apple what?
music.
I'm joking.
I'm so happy people know about this
Sorry,
Sweet Soul
I'm sorry.
Sunday now, because I was been on it for time and no one knew what it was. Because I've been doing
Spotify.
Yeah, even before this thing, I did a thing with just Soulful Sunday, where I just listened to soul music on a Sunday and reggae, any sort of old school. It could be old school hip hop, but it gotta be classic, just on a Sunday. And when I found this, I was like, this is perfect. Like this is the one.
Whoever made that playlist, shout out to you. That was fantastic. That Sweet Soul Sunday was amazing.
Spotify's much better.
Thank you.
Fraser
Been
was
saying
sold
this
me a
for
dream, bro.
so long.
I love the equalizer stuff, mate. On the settings, you can change the stuff to the mood. I love it.
It's just good. It's just good.
Have you seen the YouTube one though? They made their own streaming service.
YouTube's making movements right now.
I'd say the issue with the YouTube, don't get at me for this, but the thing is, when you do become that official, because a lot of people are using the platform now, but it does feel like they are more catering towards bigger brands and companies than the individual itself. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you're more likely to get flagged and stuff like that if you upload a video that has like a beat from a song for something. But if you're bigger and you've got more brand, you're less likely to get that sort of stuff. You get what I mean? Like,
exactly. It's always been that way. Then it's wrong.
But I don't think with YouTube it wasn't always like that.
Oh no.
It used to be. I thought it always used to be about the creator.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
I thought it was sometimes like my mum was a PR marketing manager in London, and she worked with this guy called Leslie Nielsen, Peter Cook, and she always said to me that big F small always. When you're at a big company or a big business, you always try and like muscle in with the big one because that's just business. But right now, it's ethically, that's just like it's changing. It is changing.
But then again, I feel like the internet's the wild west. Someone could create the new YouTube today the way it originally was, and it could have a whole subculture behind it and everything.
Yeah.
What do you think of Post Malone anyway? You like his stuff?
I like Post Malone.
Yeah, I think he's a talented person.
He's a nice guy as well.
In Ireland, they love him so much.
Really?
They love him. Yeah.
It's mad.
There is the question though. People do say, is he culturally appropriating and stuff like that?
Yeah.
But I don't know. I think personally, I understand when it comes to his aesthetic, especially like
his hair.
I think also stuff like the grills and stuff like that. You can tell that it's something he didn't grow up with, and it wasn't. It looks a bit corny. I can understand that, but the music itself, like I think at the end of the day, if it bangs, it bangs.
If someone wants to do something, like just do it. It's not.
I know. I don't think at the end of the day, it's his body. He can do what he wants with it. I can understand where people are coming from. But I don't think it's a strong enough argument to
got an issue with it. Is it affecting their life?
Exactly.
No. People just get caught up in this
Malone,
rubbish.
Like, he's just got no aggression. There's no like bad intent behind it because he just does. Like,
if he was making trash music in the genre and capitalizing off it, I'd be annoyed. But the music he's putting out is
good music.
Exactly.
Well,
he's got his soul in it. When he's got his
guns and stuff in his hand, like he's not portraying anything. He's just tattooing stuff that he just likes. Do you know what I mean? He just likes tattoos.
Yeah,
he got tattoos of like 4 faces of some people famous on his knuckles. Like, what's that?
I think people are too invested in like other artists and stuff. I don't know what it is. Just like
focus on your life and just try and pattern
that's
yourself.
the point.
But I think it also comes with a big thing where like when these artists do get big, because no one cares when these artists are scraping to get a penny and they're putting out all these videos 24/7 back to back and they're getting no views. But then when they do blow up and they become big, then all of a sudden they want these artists to represent something bigger when they never did in the first place.
Yeah, of course.
I've heard some stories, man, of when let's say an artist has gone somewhere, and the people at the venue don't know who they are, the managers of the venue don't know who they are, and they get treated so differently. But it was so like this person, I can't mention the person's name, but she was telling me that she went to an event, she didn't tell them who they were, and then she went away to get some drinks. Then her husband mentioned that this person does this and this, and as soon as they came back, they're like, I'm going to show you around the building, I'm going to show you this, put you in front of all these people and that type of stuff. It's like whoa, like I guess it's just the game, but that quick, I'm not happy with that. People just switch on people like so quickly. Oh, you're important now.
Yeah.
Oh, you're important
somebody.
Now.
But they're thinking of their game though. Do you know what I mean?
It's fine, but it's just it comes back to manners, isn't it? Yeah. Having that neutral manners on everyone.
Because you don't know where someone's going to be in 5 to 10 years.
Exactly.
Especially in this day and age, anyone can blow up like that.
I've been saying this for time.
Yeah, exactly.
You just don't know.
So important.
It's better to make bridges than burn them.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Can't just be burning bridges.
I know where you've come from.
Not even burning them. You just they aren't even there yet, and you just not trying to build them at all.
I know. That's the issue. They're just trying to capitalise on the cash cow that is now. We sound sort of like depressing, don't we? But to be fair, there's loads of independent artists out there. They're just making movements and they've just done.
Yeah, just unrecognised.
I love the internet though, of how it Post Malone can just blow up like that. It's just.
But think about this. Like, think about that. This all of this is the beauty of the internet. The fact that we're on here in the UK and we're talking about stuff like African music. We're talking about posts, like people, we would never come in contact with this sort of music without the internet, and that's the beauty of it. It's like a global age at the end of the day.
It's mental. I love it.
Yeah. On that note, I think we should wrap up.
Yeah, that was great. That was a great chat. Not gonna lie.
Thanks for listening.
Chat about absolutely everything, really.
From pie to
artists.
From Trump. Everyone was chatting about.
Subscribe. Also check out urbanfront.online to see this podcast and check out more of our content. Thank you for listening.
That's it.